the summary of the presentation that was given by Doc Mitch about the survey on how the students are knowledgeable about the definition of states, governments, and such things that will be mentioned here. It is the definition of government, state, nation, and perception of a leader, which are presented by Cantalcas Denise, Katapad Angel, Pierre Irish, and Rui Talibsao. So for the introduction, we conducted this survey as part of our course, which is the Law-Related Studies, and it aims to gather the insights into individuals' understanding of key concepts such as a state, government, and nation. Additionally, we sought to explore the qualities that people prioritize when electing leaders. So, dito, malalaman namin on how their different perspective about the definition they will give dito sa mga terms na to. By analyzing the responses na nakuha namin, we aim to uncover the diverse perspectives that exist within our community regarding these fundamental topics. Understanding these viewpoints will not only enhance our academic knowledge but also provide valuable insights into how these beliefs influence societal dynamics and the functioning of our government. Ultimately, this survey will contribute to a broader understanding of civic engagement and the role of the informed citizenship in shaping democratic processes. So, sinasabi lang po dito na yung knowledge na yon, it will contribute on how we will participate in our democratic society. So, for the next one is the methodology, which will be presented by Ms. Pierre Irish Colonna.
For our methodology, so we employ Google Forms to conduct the survey, which provided a user-friendly interface for students in BSED SSTU 1101. So this tool allowed us to create a well-structured questionnaire and collect responses seamlessly in real time. By using Google Forms, we not only enhance participant accessibility but also simplify data organization and analysis, enabling us to efficiently draw insights from our findings. So dito naman is gumamit kami ng Google Form para mas mapadali namin makolek ang mga responses ng mga BSED SSTU 1101 or which is the first year student ng social studies. So, kahit nasaan sila is pwede nilang masagutan yung naging survey namin. So, and also, madali namin na-gather yung data na na-collect namin sa kanila. And next is yung consent so after obtaining permission from their class president, the Google Form link was shared in their group chat along with a request for their consent to provide personal information such as their names. So dito is nagbigay din kami ng consent para hingin yung pangalan nila. So nasa kanila din naman yung bibigay nila yung mga pangalan nila sa survey na ginawa namin or
So, after completing the survey, ay ito po ang naging results namin. So, pinagsama-sama po namin yung mga responses na may similarity sa isang team. So, sa first question, ano ang state o what is a state? So, ang first team namin ay organized community with government na may 6 na responses or frequency. Ito ang mga raw responses. Isang organisadong komunidad na may sariling pamahalaan, ito ay may teritoryo, populasyon, at kakayahang magpatupad ng batas. Ang Estado, para sa akin, ay isang organisadong pamahalaan na may kapangyarihang gumawa at magpatupad ng batas. Ang Estado ay isang komunidad na mayroong sariling mga teritoryo. Ito ay mayroong pamahalaan din at may mga elemento ito upang mabuo at nariyan ang isa. Ito ay mga tao o mamamayan. An organized community with its own government, territory, and population. Ang Estado ay isang organisadong komunidad na mayroong tiyak na teritoryo o pamahalaan at soberanya. Ito ay may kakayahang magpatupad ng batas at magtaguyod ng kaayusan sa loob ng nasasakupan. Ang pangalawang team naman ay law, population, and governance na may frequency na 4 na responses. Ito po ang mga raw responses. Grupo ng mga tao o individual na may sariling batas, may populasyon at pamahalaan, a nation or territory considered as an organized political community under one government, at ang Estado ay tumutukoy sa isang bansa na pinamamahalaanan ng napagkasunduan o itinalagang tao para mumuno sa isang bansa. At ang pangatlo naman po team ay sovereignty and territorial control. na may frequency na 5 or 5 responses. Ito po ang mga response. A state is an independent sovereign government that exercises control over a defined territory with clear borders. A political division of a group of people occupying a territory specified by borders. A state is a political entity with defined territorial boundaries, a permanent population, a government, and the capacity to enter into relations with other states. Ang estado ay may territorial, gobyerno, mga tao, at sovereignty. It is a political entity with defined borders, a permanent population, and sovereignty. Ang sunod naman na team ay composition of state na may frequency na 3. Ang raw responses ay, ito ay binubuo ng mga bansa na may kanya-kanyang teritoryo at gobyerno. It consists of different countries and community formed by people. At ang panghuling team naman ay general definition ng state, which is 2 naman ang response. Ang estado ay ang katayuan o kalagayan at ang state ay tumutukoy sa estado ng isang bansa. So all in all, ang pinakamataas na may response ay ang organized community with government at ang pinakamaunti naman ay yung general definition of state. So ang next naman na question ay ano ang gobyerno o what is government? So ang unang team namin dito ay governs, rules, and controls na may 7 frequency or responses. Ito ang mga raw responses nila. First, sila naman ang namamahala sa isang estado. 2, ang gobyerno ay isang sistema o grupo ng mga taong namumuno at nagpapatakbo sa isang bansa. 3, the ruling body of a country, state, or community. 4, isang sangay na kumukontrol sa bansa. 5, a government is an institution responsible for governing the nation. 6, a government is the system or group of people governing an organized community, generally a state. 7, ito ang nagpapalakad ng isang bansa kung wala ang gobyerno, walang mga batas na mabubuo at magulo ang sitwasyon ng isang bansa. Ang pangalawa namang team ay it makes and enforces law na may frequency na 6 at ito po ang mga raw responses nila. 1, a system of leadership that enforces laws and guides the country. 2, they are the people who lead the country. They also make laws. 3, government is the system or group of people governing an organized community, typically a state. It is responsible for making and enforcing law, managing public policy, providing services, and maintaining order. System of social control under the right of makes laws. It is the organization or system that administers and enforces laws and policies within a state. Ang gobyerno ang namumuno at nag-iimplementa ng mga batas sa isang bansa. Ito naman po ang sunod na team. It protects the welfare of the people na may frequency na 5. Gobyerno ay isa sa mga tumutulong sa mga mamamayan at nagbibigay babala. Ang government ay isang organization na nagpapatakbo at nangangalaga sa welfare ng isang bansa. Sila ang namamahala sa isang bansa o lugar, sila ang nagbubuo at tatakda ng mga batas para sa kapakanan ng mga tao. Ang gobyerno ang namamahala at nagsasagawa ng batas para sa ikabubuti ng bansa o lipunan. Ang pamahalaan ay ang institusyong namamahala at nagpapatupad ng mga batas sa isang estado. Ito ang nagbibigay ng serbisyo at nagtitiyak ng kaayusan, seguridad at kapakanan ng mga mamamayan. Ang sunod na team ay composition of a government na may frequency na 2. Ang unang response ay ang gobyerno naman ay binubuo ng mga tao na namamahala sa isang bansa. Ito ay may pinaghati-hating pwersa upang mapaganda ang pagpapatakbo at mapunan ng mga pangangailangan ng mga taong kanilang pinamamahalaanan. At ang pangalawa, ang gobyerno ay binubuo ng iba't ibang politiko na nag-uugnay-ugnay sa mga bansa at lugar at namamalakad sa isang lugar. So all in all, ang makikita po natin na may 7 responses sa governance, rules, and control at ang pinakamababa naman ay ang composition of government. Ang third question naman po ay ano ang nasyon o what is nation? Sa unang team ay shared culture, language, and race na may frequency na 12 or 12 responses. Una, isang grupo o komunidad kung saan ay may pare-pareho silang kultura. Pangalawa, isang grupo ng mga tao na may pagkakatulad sa kultura, wika o kasaysayan. Sila ay grupo ng mga na may pagkakakilanlan at pagkakaisa. 3, a nation is a group of people that share similarities such as race, language, ethnicity, etc. A nation is a large group of people united by common recent history, culture, or language living in a particular territory under one government. nasyon ay isang lipunan na mayroong isang kasaysayan, paniniwala, lengguwahe, at pinagsasabuhang kultura. A nation is a large group of people who share a common identity, often based on culture, language, history, or ethnicity. Ito ay isang lugar na binubuo ng malalaking grupo, may parehong kultura, lengguwahe, at kasaysayan. A large body of people united by common decent history, culture, or language, inhabiting a particular country or territory. A group of people with common characteristics. Ang nasyon ay tumutukoy sa isang pangkat ng mga tao na mayroong magkakaparehong kasaysayan, kultura, wika, at pagkakakilanlan. A nation refers to a group of people who share common cultural characteristics such as language, ethnicity, etc. A group of people sharing the same language, culture, and history. There is a sense of identity as one community. At ang pangalawang team naman ay consisting of government and citizen of people na may frequency na 5. Ang nasyon ay isang bansa o teritoryo na binubuo ng gobyerno at ng mga tao na sasakupan nito. Isang bansa na binubuo ng mga mamamayan at gobyerno, may namumuno at mamamayan na siyang pinamumunuan. A nation is an area whose people are governed by a single government. Ang nasyon ay binubuo ng mga tao at pinamumunuan ng isang gobyerno. Ang pangatlong team naman ay representation of a country or a country. Na may frequency na 2. Ang nasyon ay ang representasyon ng isang bansa sa iba pang bansa. At ang pangalawa ay nation is a country. At ang last team naman ay different culture and beliefs. Ang nasyon ay binubuo ng mga tao na may kanya-kanyang kultura at paniniwala. So, out of 20 responses, ang may pinakamataas na team ay shared culture, language, and race. At ang pinakamababa naman ay different culture and beliefs. So, ang last question ay anong katangian leader na iboboto nyo sa gobyerno? Or what are the characteristics or attributes that you will elect in the government? So, ito po yung mga raw responses nila. Una, may isang salita. Pangalawa, ang leader na gusto ko ay hindi corrupt at may isang salita, a leader that can truly use his voice for change and betterment ng country. Ang pangatlong response, may malasakit sa mga tao at marunong makinig sa kanilang mga opinion. Siya rin ang pananaw at kakayahang magbigay ng inspirasyon para sa kaunlaran ng grupo. Pang-apat na response, tapat, maaasahan, masipag, madaling nabita. Pang-5, transparent, responsible, honest, competent, considerate, and thoughtful. 6, tumutulong sa mamamayan, hindi kurakot. 7, para sa akin, ang ideal na leader na iboboto ko sa gobyerno ay yung may integridad at tunay na may malasakit sa mga tao. Importante sa akin na may maginaw siyang plataforma at handang ipaglaban ang interes ng bayan, hindi lang ng iilang grupo. A good leader who knows not only to serve, but also to care for the people around them, including the people who voted for them with high and quality credentials and backgrounds. Hindi sakim sa pera, may isang salita at tunay. Matalino, may paninindigan at mulat sa realidad. Matalino, tapat, mapagkakatiwalaan. May isang salita at mabuting puso, kayang tumindig at may bingkol ng buong katapatan. Honest, resilient, and decent to their society. Honest in integrity. Accountable, flexible, transparent. How people view a leader based on their abilities and decisions, trust and integrity are essential for good leadership. For me, a good leader is having their responsibilities done, kung sa tingin ko ay maaasahan ko at mayroong magandang plataforma para sa bayan. Karaniwang hinahanap sa isang gobyerno ang integridad, katapatan, kakayahan sa pamumuno, pagpapahalaga sa kapakanan ng mamamayan, at kakayahang magpatupad ng mga epektibong programa. Competent, may malasakit sa mga tao at sa ating bansa, masipag at matalino. Ito ay dapat may malasakit sa taong bayan. So, upon reviewing the results, ay pinagsama-sama namin ang mga responses based on similarities under one theme. So, ang characteristics sa tapat and honest ay may 7 votes, 7 frequency, may isang salita ay 4, may malasakit sa tao 4, may integridad 4, matalino 3, hindi corrupt 2, wants change and betterment for the country 2, marunong makinig ng opinion 2, maaasahan, masipag, transparent, responsible, competent, may malinaw na plataforma, good service, pagkakatiwalaan 2, may abilidad sa pamumuno 2, inspiring, madaling lapitan, considerate, humble, tumutulong sa mamamayan ng ipaglaban ng bayan, high quality credentials and background ay 1. Not greedy ay 2 ang frequency. Tunay, pananindigan, tulad sa realidad, mabuting puso, resilient, accountable, and flexible ay may 1 na frequency. So, ang pinaka marami ang response ay yung tapat or honest na may 7 na frequency. Sumunod doon ay yung may isang selta.
When asked about the concept of states, most students defined it as an organized community with a government in place. A few students, however, took a broader approach, defining it simply as a condition or shape of a country. While understanding the government, similarly, most students see government as a group responsible for ruling, governing, and controlling a country or nation. Interestingly, only 2 students expanded on this view, viewing government as a body composed of various political figures elected by the people. Moving to the concept of a nation, the majority of students describe it as a group united by common culture, language, and race, with 12 responses reflecting this view. However, one student offered a contrasting perspective, defining a nation as a diverse group with varied cultures and beliefs. In conclusion, as we explored what qualities students desire in ideal leader, the resounding answer was honesty, both in fulfilling their duties and dealing with the people. But when looking at individual responses, we found that each student has their own unique set of qualities they seek in a leader. As we reviewed the results of this survey, one thing became clear. Our respondents showed a strong understanding of key concepts. Every participant consistently demonstrated awareness of the definition and distinctions between state, nation, and the government. They also shared thoughtful insights into the qualities they value in a leader, painting a picture of what they believe strong, effective leadership and looks like. This survey reveals not just knowledge, but a deep awareness of the structures and values that shape our society.